I think it starts back in high school with the first coaches that you have that really kind of push you to your limits, and they kind of set the foundation for you as an athlete, but then a foundation for how you want to be as a coach as you grow through your program as well as your your professional career. Coach Mo up at SDSU, I spent a lot of time with him doing rehab on my knee, back, and he really gave me the foundational knowledge and the will to learn and continue to learn, have an open mind, as well as the ATs that were up there, some of the ATs at the OI that really had an impact on everybody that they worked with, and kind of gave their advice on which routes to take, what's the best route to take, and really set the ability to have an open mind to continue to learn, not only throughout your college career and into your master's, but after, which is really important as well.
In my journey to become a sports performance coach and where I'm at now, obviously I've had tons of amazing coaches throughout my career. I'd say a couple stick out more than others just because I had spent more time with them, but my coach Justin Olson that I had at O'Gorman, he probably coached me in every sport at one point, whether it be cheer, gymnastics, track. He really took me under his wing, and that's where I really found my love for track and field and really could see how much of an impact a coach could have on someone else's life. And then in college, I had some great coaches as well. I worked with a coach, Chris Slatt, who did some private coaching with me, strength and conditioning and track and field, and that also just kind of solidified how much an impact a coach can have on a person's life. And again, not just athletically, but personally, professionally, whatever it may be. And I just think that I thought that was really cool when I was younger, and that's what I strive to do today, is to make that sort of an impact on the athletes that we have here at D1 and their lives.
Well, I guess in high school, it's probably definitely probably my football coaches, because they're also kind of like my long jump coach too, which was kind of good, kind of bad at the same time. But I mean, they really pushed me and got me to believe in myself and to play football, even though I'd never played. And then also at Hit Center, so there's a couple of coaches that they did their internship stuff at UT, and so they brought what they learned from there, which was totally different from, I mean, they got to see they got the high-end stuff, and they've seen a lot, especially with like Mad Dog, who he had an unconventional kind of way of doing things, but it was kind of still interesting coming from him and being able to teach, especially like Olympic stuff. A couple of the coaches that I was working with there, and then my boss back at Hit Center, Brett Johnson, he was a big influence. He always pushed me, and he was smart, real smart guy. So he knew what he was talking about, but so that always helped me get along, help me learn find myself and kind of things that I was into.
I would say first off my parents, and then I'd also say my high school coach were the two biggest people. My parents always told me to follow my dream, whatever that is. And I didn't really know right from the get-go that this is what I wanted to do. Like I said, I was a double major, and then I've kind of traveled down this way and narrowed it down to this, that this is what I really enjoy doing. But my head coach of my football team, so I played under him, and I also worked with him, was able to work with him. He told me to follow my passion, and this is definitely what I'm passionate about. So I'd have to say my parents and Coach Iamarino.
The people that have influenced me along the way date all the way back from my high school coaches, and through my collegiate years, where they teach you the values of hard work, discipline, and ultimately being a great teammate. And those are the people that and the values that you want to share with the athletes that you coach today. And ultimately, you want to surround yourself with coaches and kind of reinforcing those similar values to continue to help you be a great coach, mentor, and the person you are today.